Hey everyone, it's Greg with Evangeline Brokers, and today I have a really special podcast. We're going to talk about a very a proprietary product that is coming on board and with the Quility family. But today I have the honor and pleasure of welcoming Mr. Ryan Toner. Ryan, how you doing?
Good to be with you, Greg. Thanks for having us.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming on board. So, Ryan, tell me a little bit about your background, like where you work, what you do, and the inception of the product.
Yeah, so I'm the executive vice president of sales for a company called Efficiency. We're a New York-based life insurance technology firm, and so essentially what we have, Greg, I've shared this with you before, but we are we've got all the technology that a life insurance carrier needs in order to stand up a product and make it available to an agent or a consumer, but we don't have any paper, and so that makes us really flexible in terms of building new products, standing up new products. And all the products that we build are built with like today's consumer in mind. So what that means is like, there's no blood, there's no urine, and all the decisions, I think the average time that we're rendering a decision right now is 43 seconds. So you can take your customer from start to finish, on that platform. 15 minutes is probably a long experience, and they'll have a policy out the other side. But my background and my experience, I've got 15 years life insurance experience. I started in the brokerage business. And then I started in technology, got into brokerage, and realized that the technology was broken here. So I've been with Efficiency about 2 years. It's been a really exciting ride, and it's only about to get more exciting with the partnership we have here. So
yes, I'm actually super excited. It's over the agents. There's some agents that know about this that are like, holy crap, this thing's for real.
The excitement that's coming is exciting.
So
the noise that's happening.
So with you, so you guys basically stood up this product, and how long did it take you to stand up this specific product?
Yeah, so we believe it or not, our relationship with Quility started with a conversation in early January of 2021, and it was a great conversation. Obviously, it's a great team. We love those guys. We've spent a lot of time together now, but we settled that we would build a product like early May, and we finalized what the product would look like May 15th, May 20th, something like that. And we're gonna launch here. Today's August 25th. Right now we've got a tentative first policy coming through tomorrow morning. So, record time.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So launches tomorrow. What's the carrier for the product?
The carrier is SBLI.
Okay.
So those of you who don't know it, it's SBLI, Savings Bank Life Insurance Company of Massachusetts. They started as a conglomerate of banks that got together in the state of Massachusetts to offer life insurance to their customers. The company was founded by a Supreme Court justice in like 1907. That date might be wrong, but they're a 100-year-old mutual, A-rated. They're great partners of ours, and now I'm going to be great partners of Quility. So it's exciting.
Awesome. And so let's talk about the product. What's the product called? What does it do?
Yeah. So the product, we've named it QLT, Quility Level Term. Nice, plain and simple. You can't mistake it for anything else. Yeah. It's a 10, 15, 20, 30-year term product, 100,000 of coverage up all the way up to $1 million. Instant issue the whole way.
Is it and non-med?
Non-med.
Non-med all the way. Instant issue all the way up to $1 million.
Instant issue all the way up to $1 million. There's no point in time where this goes to an underwriter. So no point in time you're going to get like, oh, this needs to go to an underwriter for review. Doesn't happen. Okay. You'll get a decision 100% of the time inside 90 seconds, guaranteed.
Guaranteed. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you have the new Quility term coming out up to $1 million. What makes it stand apart? I mean, obviously it's instant issue, $1 million, but what other perks about it?
Yeah, so it's also got, which we think are, it's exciting, I think, because the market, but the market you're selling to, or makes it exciting. We've got 4 riders on the product. So we've got accelerated death benefit rider, which is sort of, that's kind of to be expected. We've got a children's rider. Mm-hmm. So you can add a children's rider for $5 or $10 cover all your children. And that'll add $5,000 or $10,000 of coverage to each child. We've got a accidental death rider up to $250,000. So you can add up to $250,000 of accidental death coverage. And we also have, which I think is the most interesting, because I think, we don't spend enough time here sort of collectively as people, but it's also got a charity rider that's built in at no cost. So obviously people are buying life insurance to protect their homes, protect their family. but people have other interests that they care about. And so 0.5% of the policy face amount can be named to the charity of your choice in the event of your death at no cost. It's built into the product. So I think it's an opportunity for us as like agents. I'm an agent, deep down. It's an opportunity for us to talk to our clients about what else they care about, and so they get to pick that, I'm going to pick XYZ foundation because, so that's on there, and we think that's pretty cool.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And then it comes with a return of premium as well, correct?
Return of premium is about 6 to 8 weeks out, but it will
Okay,
have
so
a return of premium rider.
it will be in about 6 weeks. Okay.
Yep, and you'll see that. I'll show you some screens in a little bit, but you'll see how easy it is to add that on there, and it's going to be no change of doing business. It's going to be the same application. All you got to do is check the box, and you'll be able to see that quote. So pretty cool the way that application works too.
How quick and how easy is the application? Let's talk through that.
Yeah, I should show you that. Let me see if I can pull up some screens. 1 second. The application is the easiest application you'll ever see, I would say, because it guides you down the path. So, sorry, Greg, I'm not ready for this.
That's fine. That's fine. So while you're doing it, I'll give you some easy questions that you can probably answer. So we have a lot of agents that are starting to do remote sales.
Yeah.
Do telesales, doing mortgage protection via Zoom, via FaceTime. Is this something that's got an easy signature process for email signature or anything like that?
Yeah, you're leading the witness. It's the easiest signature process in the business, I would say. We've all experienced like DocuSign or solutions like it where iPipelines, iGo, open it up, put your last 4 in, the email didn't come through. This is literally, you need 2 signatures in this process. One signature you need 1 signature for underwriting, to clear underwriting, because you need to do a HIPAA authorization. And the way that works is you simply, send your client an email or a text message, and from there, from their phone or from their computer, they're going to see a list of PDFs. They click OK, accept, right from their email, and off you go. That counts as a signature. Same thing happens for policy delivery on the other side. So once that decision has been rendered, you'll send it off for delivery. Client will click accept, and coverage is bound. Payment will happen, and policies in force, and then the policies in their email box within like less than 5 minutes.
That's fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
So quick application, quick policy delivery. Does it charge their bank account right away, or does it like 24 hours?
Yeah, no, it'll charge their bank account right away as long as it's during business hours. Credit card, it'll charge it, whenever. That's less important. The one thing to know though about like a credit card is, when that policy gets delivered, when that policy, gets delivered, that person signs it, that's when coverage is taking effect. So we haven't done this yet, and we'll probably solve it, but we haven't done where we'll take a draft in the future, right? So we can sign it and then say, put coverage in force 10 days from now. It's been a request that we've gotten. It's an easy solve for us. It just hasn't happened.
Okay.
But we will bring that. We'll bring that feature. So what you can do though, your offer is good for 21 days. So, from the time you've gotten that approval, you could actually say to your client, like, oh, you don't want it to draft today, you want it to draft tomorrow, I'll call you back and walk you through it. Or tomorrow, just click the delivery button. And as soon as you click the delivery button of that email that's in your inbox or that text message that's on your phone, coverage will be bound as soon as you click that signature button. So
okay,
pretty nice.
So they have 21 days to click that button. So you can tell them like when it goes to the final authorization, that click button, they're approved. Like they're approved. It's just like, you're basically just saying, I'm approved. I'm accepting the approval.
Yeah. Congratulations. You've been approved preferred. Would you like to add coverage? You can manipulate the quote to go up or go down based on the offer.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So after the approval, you still have the ability to manipulate the, I'll call it the illustration. It's not an illustration, but the quote.
Okay. And there's a preferred level pricing.
Yeah, we've got 5 levels. I think that also makes it unique. So you asked the question, what makes it unique? 5 risk classes. So elite, select, preferred, standard, and nicotine. So we're going to write down to a table of 4, which gives, lots of opportunity for success here. We think that 75% of people, and really if you do the pre-screen, it should be 85, 90% of people that apply should get an offer.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And you said you had mentioned that they have credit cards, or they can use a card to pay.
Yeah, card or bank draft. And
Okay.
the other unique thing too is there's a lot of unique things, I guess. You can pay on credit card this month, and you can pay on credit card every month. So you can put your credit card in, and it will tap your credit card just like your gym membership or your Netflix account. You don't have to. It's not first payment. Move it over to bank draft. It's credit card every month. Makes it easy.
Yeah. And so how do the rates compare when you're looking at the preferred, select, elite, standard?
Yeah, I can show you a slide. Are you guys familiar with like Mutual of Omaha's Term Life Express?
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah, most people
Okay.
watching this will probably going to be
We'll know that.
Yeah.
So let me share my screen. We'll talk from it. So if you take a male 40 non-smoker, 20 years of coverage, monthly premium, and we just picked we sort of picked an amount for 250,000 on Foresters, AMAM, and Mutual of Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
Mutual of Omaha for 250,000 of coverage is $90. SBLI for 600,000 of coverage at the best rate class is $76. So, if that person's healthy, you're gonna get 2.5 times coverage for that same dollar, right? And then if you compare that, that same 40 male for 250, let me go back here and just, $90 for Mutual of Omaha for their regular product, and then our standard product is still cheaper. So you've got 4 opportunities really: standard, select, preferred, and elite, to get your client a better rate or more coverage against those products. So that same 250,000 of coverage.
Man, that's awesome. How's the underwriting?
Underwriting's good. There are some knockouts, obviously. So we're going to still tap MVR, MIB, script check, those types of things. So you'll get some stuff that gets caught up there, like any policy will. But some of the knockout questions, you need to be a U.S. citizen. You need to be employed or a homemaker or a student. Mm-hmm. You can't use this product to replace. So that's another sort of watch out that replacement process is not enforced for this digital application. And then we'll take like a diabetic, right? We can take a diabetic, we can underwrite a diabetic, but there'll be some times when that person does get knocked out, right? Cancer within the last 10 years would knock you out, as an example. But these knockout questions are actually built right into the application. So you'll actually be able to, let me just go over there. If I come in here, this is the application. So nice and clean. You as the agent, your name will sort of be right at the top. You'll have your unique link. It'll be based on this link up here, and it'll say, Ryan Toner, this is your app. Come in here for your client. And I can just get a quote with just a few simple fields. If you populate that, first name, last name, address, that'll translate right over to the application. So you don't have to do that again. So you can set yourself up before you go to the application, but you'll see these questions are right here in the app. So you can run down these with your client, while you're sitting in front of them, right? Have you had rheumatoid arthritis in the last 5 years? Okay, well, let's, if you have, let's go to something else. This wouldn't be the product for you. But as soon as you say qualify and none, now here's the big reveal, the quote screen. This is really the application. So, you can see the ROP is coming soon. 250,000 of coverage, 30-year term, no nicotine, and this has got me at the select rate class. All right, so I'll just manipulate now we're on a demo server here, or we're not in production, so it's a little slow.
Okay.
But you can see, turning on and off the riders we discussed earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You can add accidental, child rider, and then the charitable giving and the accelerated death benefit. Those are already included. So your job here is just to fill it in.
Okay. Oh, that's awesome. And then after that, it looks like it's the underwriting consent.
Yeah. So once you've got, once you've sort of, let's say this sounds good to me. I'm Mr. Client. I click start application.
Uh-huh.
We're going to go right into the questions. So am I a US citizen or permanent resident? Yes. Do you have any existing pending? No. Replacement? No. Serving in the military? No. Annual income? Currently working? Yes. Height and weight? Smoking? Never. Disability? Sibling diagnosed with coronary artery or stroke? No. Hazardous activities? Cancer? No. Drug or alcohol abuse? So I'm saying no to these questions. Last 2 years, none of the above. Right, last 5 years, none of the above. And you will, if I just say diabetes, there is reflexives. So it's not that you're an immediate knockout if you do select yes, right?
Okay.
Right, so you do get some, you do get some follow-on questions in here that allow that person to still be underwritten.
Okay.
So let me say none. Driving, moving violations, hospitalized. And those are the questions. So once you've got the questions, now you're really ready to go to underwriting, right? And so you'd put in your social security number, the client's social security number rather, and then you're going to agree. Let me do that again. You're going to agree to have a text message. The client's going to agree to have a text message sent to them. Okay.
Okay.
The first screen where I didn't put in, my personal information, if I did put it in here, I would get the.
It'd be populated here.
It'd be populated. Yeah, exactly. Let's just put in my. Okay. What am I missing here? Oh, social. And I click next. Now what this is going to do is going to go out to, send me an email actually, before it does that, it's actually going to confirm my identity. So this just went out to LexisNexis to confirm the identity of the individual so that they could apply. So I need to go use a test identity to get past this ID check. But you'll see this come up. I think 2 or 3 attempts, if it's wrong, you'll be able to manually bypass this.
Okay.
Right. So if LexisNexis doesn't find a hit, it's fine. You'll get 2 attempts to correct it, and then you can move on. I'll stop here because I need to go get that test identity to get past this point.
Okay.
All right. So you're unable to verify your identity. Yeah. What other questions you got for me, Greg? We can go through more of the same, more of the process. If you want to give me a second, I can go.
No, that's fine. I think, okay. I mean, that looks like it's basically, because the rest is like you doing the consent, it approves or disapproves, putting in beneficiaries, the offer, and then the acceptance,
Yeah, exactly.
Offer, put in the payment information, acceptance. I mean, it's really straightforward. It looks like it's super simple to write. Yep. Can't mess it up.
It's on rails.
Yeah, it's definitely on rails. So I think agents are going to love writing this. I think that, and also having the ROP that gets launched in the next 6 weeks, like you're saying, like that's going to be a game changer for a lot of agents.
Yeah. What else can I tell you?
So you kind of talked about, and you mentioned like LexisNexis. You've talked about the speed at which this can approve because there's no people involved. It's all, done digitally. There's no underwriting. Right. So kind of explain a little bit more about that, about why it's this, because that obviously factors into how this can be so cheap.
Yep.
Because there's no background underwriting.
Yeah, so there's no background underwriting. I mean, it is, the decision that we get back from, we're pulling in from all these data sources, right? And then we're sort of gathering that information and we're rendering a decision. So we've worked with the carriers and the reinsurance carriers, to say, to put together sort of a rule set that says, hey, listen, we can run this person through all these different things, and here are all the different possible outcomes, and here's what we want to do from an underwriting perspective. So we're hitting all the regular, I say the regular. We're hitting LexisNexis, MVR, MIB, Script. We're hitting all those databases, but we're just using that. We're using that information and pulling that information into like our new tech stack that is able to, our rules engine that's able to generate an output, decision. The other thing that we're doing that's happening behind the scenes, and it'll start to become more exposed. The app won't change, but we've got a huge data science team, right? So one of our co-founders, Ravi Arison, ran the data transformation at American Express. So one of the things that we have here that will become more apparent is, we have a score on 200 million Americans for our products. So we will actually be able to tell you, without going through the pre-screen questions, looks like Ryan Toner's not a good candidate for this product. Are you sure you want to proceed, right? Because if you give me first name, last name, date of birth, we'll match that person in our system, and we will bounce that person up against our database and the product to say, hey, this might not be a fit. You might want to do some more field underwriting before you put them against the product, because you want that client to have a good experience.
That's at the very beginning.
That's in the very beginning.
As long as you fill out all that information.
As long as you fill out all that information.
Okay, that's fantastic.
So
dude. That's awesome.
Right. So we'll help the client. So we'll help the client have a better experience, and we'll help the agent not swing miss. Right.
Yeah.
So there's an opportunity, I think, for the agent to really start with this product because it's going to get you 90% of the way there. And if they don't qualify for our product, that's okay. But we've helped you achieve that sort of really pretty quickly.
Yeah. So, I mean, theoretically, because all you need is like their name, their date of birth, their address.
Yeah. Zip
code. With mortgage protection mailers, you're going to get all that information. They could like pop this in ahead of time and see, and be like, if it's like, oh, this came back as like a no-go, or this is possibly something they could almost like prepare themselves.
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna pitch this. I want to see if this even is going to be possibly could be a fit or not.
Go one step further. Like, your marketing people would be as excited about this as your agents, because we can take your marketing spend and say, hey, Mr. Marketer, go by the list of the people that just had a mortgage change, but only mail the ones that are going to qualify. So now, instead of mailing one, mail two. Let's get the hot leads that are going to qualify.
They're going to qualify.
Yeah. So we can do that.
That's a game changer.
Even before the application process. Yeah.
That's so when it comes to like mail houses and marketing, especially if you have we have tapped into our own proprietary mail houses where we can actually do that and talk to the mail houses and say, hey, send out double the leads to these people, because they're gonna more likely qualify based on the information we've already pulled. Dude, that's a game changer.
Yeah, we'll do the same. Help you do that. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we've missed, Ryan? We've been talking for almost 30 minutes now. Is there anything that we've missed on the product? Anything that agents should know to get them excited to start writing this tomorrow, Friday?
Yeah, I mean, I do think that we're available in 48 states. We're not available in New York or Montana. Montana will come next year. I do think listen, I've been in the business a long time. I've seen all the technologies. One thing that I think, there's nothing that's on rails. Everything gets a little bit wonky at some point. We've really put this on rails. And so, your ability to get your client, I mean, I remember selling final expense over the phone. Like, just that back and forth is so difficult. It's difficult enough to make that sale, let alone, have to deal with the technology on your side. I mean, you saw me fumbling through trying to show you slides, right?
Yeah.
Trying to drive an application, listen to your client, understand what their needs are. This application is just going to make your life so much easier. And so, and I also think too, like, agents are good at helping people and helping them understand. At least for me, I'll use myself as the guinea pig. I'm not really good at the follow-up. If that policy doesn't issue today, I don't really want to do the follow-up and the case management on it, whatever that back and forth might be. So if I use myself again as an example, I would love to sell this product because I can get in, I can work with the client, and I can make the sale. And so and I can move on to the next one, right? And I can check in with that client next year. So I think we're really gonna, let the agents do what they do best, and that's work with families, to get life insurance coverage,
Absolutely.
and make it easy without, it's doing what they do best. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love it. I mean, I love the being able to pre-approve a little bit. Is there anything in the works as time goes on? How will the efficiency of the system increase with time in terms of being able to tell you over time, like, hey, this person's more than likely going to be approved based on.
Yeah, that machine gets smarter with every application. So we won't store, efficiency doesn't store, SBLI will, but our technology doesn't store the PII, but we store all of the characteristics, right? So I don't know that it's Greg Birch from Dallas, Texas, but I know all the other characteristics that you've fed it. And we know the outcome. Did you get a policy? Did you not get a policy? Did you get standard? Did you get preferred? So that machine gets stronger over time. The other thing that gets stronger too is, this is the first product. So wouldn't it be nice to like train a new agent and say, like, here's your application. And oh, by the way, like all the products you sell are behind that same app. You just gotta start from the quote screen and pick a path you want to go down. And it's not, well, that one's iPipeline and that one's something different. And right, that one's proprietary and that one's, forget the others, what they're called. So I think, getting that, getting a process that's standardized and building the second product is, will be exciting as well.
Yeah. And who all has access to this product?
This product is exclusive. This is it. So if you're at Quility, if you're in the Quility umbrella, this is yours. Its name's Quility Level Term for a reason. For a reason. Yeah.
Is anyone else going to be able to come out with this product? Or even?
No, I mean, listen, all the filings are public, but no, nobody else really has the technology that we have in order to make this as easy as we've made it. So if it comes out, it'll be 2 or 3 years away because somebody's got to build the platform that we have and then go build the product to sit on it. Yeah. Not to mention the front end and making it easy and thinking through all those things. So no, this is pretty special.
It's take a while. And how's the commission? I know agents always wondering, like, what's the commission like on this?
Yeah, so I know as a Quility agent, you can get that commission from your manager, but the commission is as good as anything in the Quility portfolio, if not better. I think it's actually a little bit better than anything that's in the Quility portfolio. So the process is the best, the product is the best, the commission is the best. I feel like I'm bragging, but yeah, it's good all around.
It is. It's great all around. I love it.
Yeah.
So Ryan, hey, first off, thanks for coming on board and showing this to us. I know I'm going to be getting a ton of questions from the agents that are watching this. So if anybody has any questions, is there an email address or anything that they can reach out to ask any questions?
Yeah, my email, you can email me direct. I'm happy to field the questions. I think we learn a lot from that too. So it's just my name, Ryan.Toner, TONER @Efficiency, AFFICIENCY. I'll do that one more time. AFFICIENCY @efficiency.com. It was good being with you, Greg. I appreciate it. We're excited.
Hey, man, I appreciate you even giving that information out. You have no idea the Pandora's box you've just unlocked because
I'll ask for a new email if it gets too bad.
Hey, I want Ryan Toner, not Ryan.Toner anymore.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ryan. Thanks for coming on. Agents, for the agents who are watching this, thank you guys for watching. If you're on YouTube, make sure that you like the channel, you subscribe, you like the video, you share it. And then also turn on your notifications. Anytime we have any other future videos, you get the information that whenever we're putting it out. Thank you so much, everyone.